Okay, I want to see if this shit works. Let's go. Play this from here. Okay, we should be good. I wanna say we are. I do. Jesus Christ, get off my fucking screen, bitch. Of course. Okay, we should be good. So let me see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my sound should be good. Can y'all hear me this time, please? Please the fucking guy, please. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me now? Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Bro, every time. I'm trying something new, man. So that's the reason why I haven't did a stream like this in a while. Let me know if the sound for the music is higher than my voice, or if it sounds like I'm screaming right now. I think it is. I'm just gonna turn this shit down a little bit. But in case you don't know, the people who are not familiar with me, I used to do these streams all the time back in the day. Every single week. But I stopped doing them. So I'm gonna bump that up just a little bit more. There we go. Now we good. Okay, cool. So I got my setup a little bit different because I'm using a mirroring app in order for me to see it, and my second screen just died on me. So I only got one monitor right now. So I got to get my new monitor probably next week. So that's the reason why my shit is a little fucked up. I got a lot of technical difficulties going on right now. Like a whole lot. Where the hell is my shit, bitch? Oh no. Did I lose it, man? All right, 1 second. 1 second. I lost the one app I need. Oh, there we go. There we go. Bam. Fucking finally, bro. Jesus Christ, I'm like an old man for real. Hey, yo. Guys, my bad, man. I'm an old ass man, for real. I'm old as
She belongs to the streets.
Black Skeleton, what's good? Magic Realms, what's up? Undercover brother, I'm gonna call you that. What's good? Prince, what's good? Blood Angel, what's up? Base, what's good? Hey, yo, this is gonna be new because, like, for me, wait, Crimson Desert trailer is out right now. It's 1 minute long now. They got a new trailer? I'm watching that shit. He said, like, anyway, I have finally started building notes from my African series. What African series? Got the premise, just need the characters, got the main character down already. I didn't know you was creating a story like that, bro. Good for you. Shoot, you need to, because they not doing it. So you know what? Let me know how this look on y'all screen. Okay, good. So y'all can see that, right? Y'all can see the, okay, cool. Nice, okay. Let me know how this setup actually look on y'all screen because I'm actually doing this for the first time, all right? So I have to make sure my shit is good, and I have to make sure I'm not screaming over this entire thing right here. As you can see, I'm trying to bootleg this shit, right? I'm gonna have my official setup for my art shit next week, but for right now, we struggle streaming right now, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, y'all getting ads? Oh, hell no. Hold up. No ads. Nope. No mas. Turn that shit the fuck off, bitch. Turn it off. There we go. Jay, after 4 years, I caught up to One Piece 2 weeks ago. Bro, you've been doing this shit. Bro, let me tell y'all something. This guy, Gabriel, right, has been doing this shit for when did you start? You started 2 years ago? You started following me 2 years ago. And I think that this guy actually made it a mission. He made it his point, right? To be like, hey, yo, listen, I'm gonna catch up on One Piece, and this is when it was 1,000+ episodes into the thing, right? And this guy was giving me updates every single time that he was making a milestone. This guy has been dedicated. I said there's no way. I was like, there is no way in hell that you catching up to anything that's happening in One Piece shit, especially if you started 2 years ago. And that bitch was 1,000 episodes deep. And now they created a series. This shit is, bro, congrats. That shit is nuts. Say, hell yeah, because I'm sick of mainstream media neglecting Africa, so I'm gonna do it. Hey yo, it takes us to do it because they're not gonna do it ourselves. They don't want original stories when it comes to African stories anyway. They just want us taking over, mainstream white stories. That's the goal. The goal is to have us to be at odds with each other. That's the reason why they're doing that. They don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, bro. They don't care about us having our own thing. They don't care. They just want us taking over shit because it causes strife with the other party because they don't want us working with each other. It's that slave movie complex. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do this. And if you notice, right? Notice how there hasn't been a slave movie in a very long time, right? I'm not the only one that haven't noticed this, right? There hasn't been a slave movie in a while. And that's a good thing. So in case you guys don't know, I'm using, what am I using? Clip Studio Paint right now. I'm about to use Clip Studio Paint first to put the colors in, and then I'm about to transfer to Procreate to do the full shading coloring process, right? I found it easier for any artist who's actually found me right now, right? I found it easier to do the line work and the color picking in Clip Studio and do the rendering in Procreate, if that makes any sense, right? So for me, this is perfect for me. So I just figured this out because I was using Clip Studio for my graphic novel. It's perfect for manga shit, right? But it's not perfect for rendering at a very high quality like how Procreate is. So that's why I'm just gonna do the simple coloring shit here, and then I'm gonna transfer this bitch over to Procreate. That's what I'm gonna do. He said, I saw the episode list and quit so quick. Bro, I'm not doing that shit at all. I'm catching up on One Piece through the live action. That's it. He said, I started back in 2022. Jesus Christ. I've been following you since 2022. Bro, you an OG for real. He been around for a minute. I appreciate that, man. Seriously. And the fact that I remember, bro, is crazy because a lot of people don't come through here. Came through and left. You know what I mean? So I still remember. I remember basically all of y'all, man, to tell you the truth. I got a good memory when it comes to, that. I would have started in One Piece, but there are so many animes to get through. Yeah, there is, bro. For real. I don't think it's, for me, I'm gonna get like started through the live action. Like I watched a bunch of episodes of One Piece, but I don't even remember where I stopped when it comes to the anime or even the manga. Bro, my brother had the manga back when it came out on Shonen Jump. That's when I started reading One Piece in general. And then I just stopped, and I don't know why, but it's not because it sucked or anything. I guess I just moved on. You said, is there fan service in the book? I wouldn't call it fan service. I would call it realistic sexualization, if that makes any sense. My book is real. Like when it comes down to like the situations that you're going to experience in the book. So if it calls for the situation, then it's going to be that. You know what I mean? Like it's not just going to be fan service for fan service sake. It's going to be situational sexuality. That's the best way I could put it. I had trouble coming up with the premise for my African series. I was racking my head until I revised Hell's Paradise. That's a good one to actually premise it from though. That's when I finally had a premise. Bro, coming up with a base and a premise, when you actually see the vision for the first time and all the dots connect, it's like magic. It's like, Jesus Christ. I love that shit, bro. Like when this shit started to click for me, it was like magic just happened. It was like, I can see the Matrix now. And then once you see the Matrix, you got to make it real, right? It's not just code anymore. You want to make pictures to that, from that code. And once you start seeing it come to life, bro, it's like the best thing ever. You actually wouldn't even give a shit if you made any money from it, though. That's how good it is, because it's like self-satisfaction. It's like you turning clay into real, reality. Delta, what's good, bro? Jordan, what's up, man? He said, hey, Jay, like, what do you think of the throwing epidemic in Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, and League of Legends? When you have any game that's a team-based game, you're gonna have throwing. That's not an epidemic. That's a people issue. That's a stupidity issue. Let me just put it like that, right? So throwing has been a thing forever. Like, it's not just in Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, or anything like that. It's literally just people being stupid. What the fan art? What's up, bro? I remember watching your Stellar Blade news. Oh yeah. I'm actually gonna be getting back to YouTube again once volume 1 actually fully comes out, because then I'm just gonna dedicate everything to just doing YouTube. I really wanna just do streaming, to tell you the truth. I don't want to be making videos anymore. I'm gonna be making streaming content more, to where I'm gonna have my VODs cut up to make videos, if that makes any sense. But I really want to do streaming. I don't like just doing video content, but I'm gonna hire an editor and everything to make shorts and to just plump them out there, because I know what's slowing me up right now, and that's because I'm busy doing other avenues, which is understandable. But I 100% know for sure, if I hire an editor to do shorts for me, right, to where I just can stream, talk about topics and shit like that, they cut that shit up and put it out in the ether, I guarantee you I would hit 500K by a year. It would be nothing, because the bare minimum of what I'm doing right now, I'm still getting views, and I'm not doing nothing. I'm basically just doing random shit, talking about such and such, and then just going away for about, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks, right? And then I come back whenever I want to. Bro, if I was consistent with YouTube, it would be nothing, literally, because I cracked the code. I know exactly what to do. So I know for a fact that once I finish my graphic novel, right, I'm going to be full-time on YouTube for probably about maybe a year. And I'm just going to go hard with that shit. I'm just going to hire an editor, and I'm going to have a short maker, to where I'm just going to be pumping out shit and doing live streams. That's it. That's literally it. I guarantee, I know I've seen the numbers. So I know for sure. Trust me. I'm just working on this right now. So I'm not worried about it. Hey Jay, like, love your content on the channel, and I'm excited for Ari coming. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Man or woman, I'm not sure what you are. I'm not trying to misgender you. Okay? I know that's a thing nowadays. Plan to back up on a Kickstarter after seeing chapter 1 preview. Oh, thank you. Keep it up, bro. I'm sending all love. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks for the love. 100%. He said, yo, Jay, so I have a dragon character. Sent you what he looks like in the Discord DMs. Thank you. But can you help can you help a brother out and tell me a way I can do the passage of time for something like that? What do you mean, a passage of time? What do you mean by a passage of time? What do you mean by that? You're gonna have to give more clarification on that. Zatanna art, yeah, he been asking for that for years. Hey, listen, once I get back on my YouTube grind, bro, like we can see about doing fan art, but like I told people before, I stopped doing fan art when I started doing this. But when I have more time, right, and it has to be extra time, it can't just be like cutting into this and shit, then I'll consider it. But we'll see. We can have fun, but I want to make sure that this shit is done first. You know what I'm saying? Completely. I got to do promotional art pieces, posters, a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just for my story and story. It's a lot, man. When you have your own IP, it's a lot, but it's fun too, though. Yeah, you working on a series? Gotcha. We didn't have no idea nor the knowledge of Africa. That's why I gotta do your research. And listen, I had no idea about medieval European culture at all, right? Until I actually did research on it. Now I know the dynamic of the king, the king and queen system. The monarchy. I know about everything. Just because I'm writing not just a story, I'm writing a world, right? I have to make sure the world works. And plus too, I study multiple mythologies. including Plato too. Like, if you guys don't know about the philosophy of Plato, that's basically what my story is based off of. And I had to go down the rabbit hole with that too, though. So I studied a lot of shit that I had no business going down the rabbit hole studying. but now, bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be diabolical. But he said, so you're not making this in Procreate? No. What the fan art? I'm telling you, if you get Clip Studio Paint, do your line work in Clip Studio Paint and your coloring in Clip Studio Paint as well. It's going to be quicker. And then once you do, because their brushes are meant for clean line work. And then you transfer that, because they use the same files, right? You transfer that file into Procreate. That's magic. 100%. I guarantee you your process will be quicker. I've been doing that a lot. But as you can see, I got a bunch of dots and shit. That's I gotta fix that. There we go. There we go. I don't know why I look red on the computer, but just let me know if the colors are a little bit off. And I know why I did this shit too when it comes to the little dots. It's because I resized the line work, and that's the reason why it was a little bit off on selecting everything. That's my fault. I should have fixed that before I did this, but it is what it is. I could just go in here and just cover it up. It's not that big of a deal. But this is still way faster than Procreate though, so there's that. I gotta do all the little dots, cover that shit up. I've been locking in on Africa since Genshin Impact's Natalia. Oh yeah, from Resident Evil 5, yeah. Hey, listen, there's plenty of history that's going on in Africa, and to tell you the truth, right? Since we doing all this God of War talk, right? That would be an easy place for them to do this, but I'm gonna tell you what the dilemma is though, right? The reason why they would never do God of War Africa, even though there is a lot of reason for them to go to Africa in the God of War franchise, right? They're probably gonna do Egypt first because it's more of a multicultural background. But if you do Africa, they're gonna have to explain Aphrodite. I mean, not Aphrodite, they're gonna have to explain Angrboda. They're gonna have to explain it, because if you're doing, this is the problem with DEI, right? Like when it comes to mythology-based IPs, is that when you're doing a mythology-based IP, you're gonna have to explain the demographic that appears in that region, because it is geography-based when it comes to the mythology, when it comes to belief system, right? This is their problem. You can't do DEI when you're having a series like that, because now you have to explain why she's there. Normally speaking, right? Scandinavia don't have niggas. Right? I'm just being upfront. They don't. So in Africa, right? You're expecting to see a bunch of niggas walking around, right? So you're not going to see, especially back in the day when the gods were prevalent. You're rarely going to see that. So they're going to have to explain all this weird shit, and that's the reason why they're not going to do it, because they want to keep it mixture. I don't know why they have a problem with having something being homogenous. I don't get that. We just started doing this bullshit because Sweet Baby Inc. got into the mix, and you know God of War's on the list when it comes to Sweet Baby. So that's the reason why this shit is like that. It's all I hate this melting pot bullshit when it comes to geography-based ideologies and mythologies. You fuck up everything and keeping it from being authentic. And that's what Christopher Nolan is going to go through when it comes to the Odyssey. And nobody's going to see it because now this isn't even a Greek story anymore. It's something else entirely. It's like a fanfic. And they got to stop doing this shit, bro. And it's not even about racism. People would love to see 100% African mythology story if it's done correctly. I think that anybody, right, would watch anything if it looks interesting and it's done correctly. I don't think that anybody would have an issue with that. You just have to do it correctly. But they will never do that because they want replacement. They don't want good stories. They want race politics. Literally to separate us. That's it. That's all they care about, man. Yeah, it's like this character's ages without making everything too far in terms of the setting of my world. He's currently 50,000 years old, but looks like in his mid-20s. Oh, that's easy to do, bro. You could just do the anime shit. They do that all the time, where they have little kids looking like, you know, like, well, adults that look like children, right? And then they just say that they're 50,000 years old or some shit like that. So you just have to take it at face value. This is how you do it. You have them looking like that, but you have the personality being something else. The personality, when a person opens their mouth, that really solidifies the age, right? So when you have somebody speaking a certain way that looks different, what makes you believe that age bracket is their knowledge and wisdom and how they speak. So you can have somebody looking like they're young. Just have them being wise, knowledgeable, and, you know, tired. Because 50,000 years old, bro, like, just imagine you living for 50,000 years. You'll probably be sick of everything, right? Or you've seen it all. So you have to make him be like that. That's if you want him being that archetype. You know, like if you want him being, you know, a type of person who's, you know, still intrigued by life after 50,000 years. I wouldn't even want to be alive for 50,000 years, man. That's crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. Immortality is not what it's cracked up to be. But yeah, you have to make that dilemma be that way. Sue. Got any shortcuts slash tips for... I never used that platform before. Sorry, I can't help you there. I never used that, but I know a lot of people who do use it. I think there's one in the chat right now, actually. It would have made sense if they said Angry Boda was part fire giant, but nope. At least I can buy fire giants being dark skinned. Yeah, because it's really hot and they need that skin texture or the melanin to soak up the heat. That just makes sense. You're right. You just solved the problem right there with a little bit of thinking. But no, they can't do that because they just want to take over races. That's all they care about. You literally solved the problem just there. That will explain everything. Why does somebody in Scandinavia have darker skin complexion? Maybe it's because they're fire giants and they have to live in hot environments where the sun is constantly blasting on them. And in order for them to not be, you know, their skin to not be destroyed, they had to come up with melanin. It just makes... You solved the dilemma right there. Can I get a goddamn... 2 seconds. People that get paid $100,000 couldn't even come up with that. Crazy. Utterly insane. Because homogenous is anti-diversity and anti-inclusivity. There you go. There you go. Shit is crazy, bro. Common sense is not common, man. But you know what? It is common sense. They just choose not to think that way because there's an agenda. And this is the reason why, too, why people on social media keep getting confused and why people keep doing stupid shit or insane shit all the time. It's like people are not stupid. These people didn't get these jobs because they're stupid. They got these jobs because they're smart. They're doing stupid shit because it's an agenda behind it to get an outcome that they want. That's the reason why they're still smart. It's not going to work, but they can try. They're trying to use tactics, you know, to get the results that they want. But it's not working because they're out of touch. Geniuses can still be out of touch, bro. You do know that, right? Because lifestyle, if you haven't lived a certain lifestyle, it don't matter how smart you are, you're still going to be somewhat detached. Just look at Dr. Manhattan, right? Smartest man ever. Can see the past, present, and future. Still gets outsmarted. Because he's out of touch. He's detached. I actually get satisfaction of coloring in these little dots and shit. I don't know why. I could have been done with this, but I just like to do this for some odd reason. It's like ASMR for me. Speaking of that, I just found out apparently there's multiple world versions of Hogwarts. Really? Including one in Africa, making the whole race swapping thing even stupider, and the Africans don't use wands. Hey, listen, I wish I was a fan of Harry Potter. I'll be very pissed as a fan if that was the case. If that was the case and they got other branches around the world, what is the fucking point of being diverse? I don't understand that. You guys know why, right? So there's that. Y'all know why. We going around. The curse of immortality. Yeah, I would never want to be immortal. Ever. Like ever. But Shakespeare was black. Shakespeare was... Man, get the fuck up. Oh, man. Shakespeare was a nigga. Harriet Tubman. Negro. Woo! Really? As y'all can tell, my voice is still lost a little bit, right? Still lost. Even after that time I finished streaming Resident Evil, it's still like that. I don't know why. Okay, but that's the hair, apparently, right? So now I gotta do this. I'll admit this, in my Greek mythology, only Dionysus is black. That tripped me up with that word, bro. I'm dyslexic. But not because of DEI, but simply because I wanted him to be. There we go. But nowadays, I'd at least think about why he is dark skinned. Hey, listen, I got black characters in my story, but they're gonna be in there for a reason. They're not just because they just are there. It's gonna be an explanation why that nigga is there. Period. It's not gonna be like, you know, oh, I just want him there because I need diversity and shit. No, there's always gonna be a reason. There has to be a reason why. And once people know the reason, they're more likely to accept it. They're gonna be like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But once people know there's an agenda, and this is the point, right? People don't care about diversity, they care about agendas. And once that gets through their fucking skulls, right? See, look, they can easily get away with the bullshit that they're doing. They just not doing it smart, they're doing it aggressively. It's like, if you have woke shit in there, right? Woke shit has been in entertainment since the dawn of time. Since the dawn of time, it's been like that. But people, they're so, I would say, egotistical and narcissistic that they want to force you to believe what they believe so much that they just do this. They like, take it. You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking you with a dildo. All right. And nobody likes that shit. Nobody wants to be raped. Okay. I don't want to be propaganda raped. This video is going to get demonetized because I'm using words I'm not supposed to, but it is what it is. You guys get my point, right? Nobody likes forced sex. Nobody likes forced anything. I don't want to be force fed cinnamon toast crunch, even though I fucking like it. I don't want to be force fed chicken. I'm black, even though I like it, right? I don't want to be forced. Everybody likes the idea of choice. And once you take away that idea of choice, people are going to reject it. It's just common sense. But if you're egotistical, right? If you are narcissistic and you believe your own worldview is the only viewpoint, then you believe that you're doing a justice. You believe you're saving people from their lack of understanding because you believe that you have all the answers. And this is when people get fucked up. And this is when people start to reject your message, even though your message has been there for a while. There been diversity. There been gay characters. There been trans characters. There been, you know what I'm saying, like boss female characters all throughout history. But it wasn't forced. But now since it's forced, people notice it. You get what I'm saying, y'all? It makes sense. So, Almighty Gamer, what's good, bro? He said it's mentioned in Hogwarts Legacy. Every country has their own wizarding school of magic. So what's the fucking point? Oh, Jesus Christ. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. Jesus. I'm doing good, man. I'm just, you know, like, we just stupid shit. You know how it is, man. Stupid shit. I gotta make sure I have our colors intact too as well. And I'm actually gonna do this over here too as well. Oh yeah, so in case you guys don't know, this is gonna be a sticker. That's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna freak it up, you know, to make it freak it up. I'm gonna mix and match it to make it a cohesive sticker. So that's basically what this is. Actually, the truth is, mankind has known how to gain immortality. It's been known for centuries. Legacy. There you go. See? Mark your name in history and politics, art, music, literature, etc. Facts. That's immortality. But even that's not immortality, because everything ends. Everything is finite. It's just how long you want to be known in history. That's it. Now, legacy, when it comes to having children, right? Depending on what your lineage does, because let's say if I say fuck it, right? I don't want to have no kids. I want my legacy to stop right here, right? The people that came before me has no control over that, right? But it's up to me to be like, I find it worthy enough for me to carry on my legacy, right? So I'm gonna have kids strictly because of that. But now I have to be accepting of the ones who come after me to accept, to want to do that as well. So it's all luck of a draw, literally. Immortality is not fine, it's not set in stone. It's all about who is going to do what in the next generation, literally, which sucks. There we go. I like that. You're not gonna be remembered, but most people want immortality of physically, existing endlessly, which is childish. No, it's actually selfish though. It's actually, listen, I'm gonna explain this the best way possible of why immortality is actually selfish, right? It's like working at a job, and this is the best way that I can compare it to. How many of you people actually had a job before to where you see old heads who've been there for 30 to 40 years and they don't want to fucking leave, and they are taking up positions that younger people could be having because they need a chance to make money like how you did 30 to 40 years ago, but you don't want to fucking go anywhere. That's the point that I'm making. Just imagine if immortality existed, right? We would have an overpopulation situation happening because nobody's dying. You need to fall off the conveyor belt so it can continue. And this is how you need to look at your life. You are here for a duration of time, and once your time is up, you are giving up your seat for somebody else because somebody gave up their seat for you. This is how you should think about it. It's selfish to want to be immortal because you're not bro. You do not want to be here forever, period. Number one, because your history and your, who you grew up around is going to be dead anyway too. It's like the Omni-Man, situation. Everybody that you would know would die because it's just true. You're not going to want to be here after everybody you know is gone. Nobody would be. And plus two, get your ass off the ride. You rode it like 50,000 times. Let somebody else have a turn. That's how I look at it. The third or fourth Harry Potter movie had an inter-school tournament where Hogwarts was visited by schools from other countries. So this is nothing new. Yeah, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so I really didn't know about that. I didn't know about that at all, actually. I got a bunch of people around me who love Harry Potter to death, but I don't. I don't at all. It's just not for me. I don't know why. I love J.K. Rowling though. I think she cool. As I was saying, anybody who watched Hell's Paradise would get the idea of the premise of my African series. It even popped days after I watched Iron Lung. I gotta watch Iron Lung too. I heard that was good. I gotta support Markiplier. I do, because I think he did a fantastic job of actually breaking records. and the industry don't like that shit at all. So that's the reason why I really want to support that shit. Oh yeah, in case you guys don't know, I'm not doing the old style that I normally do. I'm doing the anime style, the shell shading style, but it's going to be high quality. I just want to just do the, you know, that style for this, because I want my novel to have a certain look to it, and the stickers too. Red Ride, what's good, bro? He said, like, yo, I remember, remember 1348X Vato? We still talking about that game? That game player count is abysmal. I bet it is. And it just came out not too long ago, right? With a negative review score. How's that moderate audience for him? I want to see how that is for him. Quite frankly, I want to be petty right now. Hold up a second. Hold up. I want to be petty. I want to be a dick. Hold up. I gotta see this. Cause them bitches been talking shit. Aw. Let's see. Oh, Poe baby. Aw. 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 194 players playing right now. 194. 427 all-time peak. That's literally everybody in their studio. And probably the neighbors. You know, the neighbors that they talked about, you know, that they talked to during the process of making this game. They probably talked to the neighbors and say, hey guys, we're a studio next door. There's probably a restaurant or some shit. Hey guys, we're making this, you know, we're making a modern audience game next door. You know, like, when the game comes out, could you guys like do us a solid and, you know, spread the word a little bit? They probably told a couple people. 400 all-time peak. Jesus Christ. Wow. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Bro, I'm pretty sure if any indie developer, right, with the notoriety of Jennifer English being a part of your game can, bro, just imagine, bro, if you got Jennifer English in your game and you still can't crack 1,000+. Jennifer English is a known entity. She's like a megastar, and you can't even, nobody still wants to even play your game. You're making something that nobody wants. Literally, even the people that y'all are champion for still don't want it. And you still can't even, you guys don't understand how bad that is. I don't think that you understand the premise of how bad that is. That's embarrassing. I would just literally just, no, I can't say that during stream. I can't say that. I mean, I already said raped. It is what it is. For real. I wouldn't be shocked, right? Because you guys have to understand this, right? These people, this is their livelihood. I wouldn't be shocked if one of them have, you know, had thoughts of self-deletion. You guys have no idea how embarrassing this is. This is like you coming up with something that you basically been hyping up for forever with, right? And you have no other avenues. This is your only thing that you got going on. And you put your heart, blood, and soul in it. You have a community of people who's liking your shit. They were getting a lot of likes on social media, right? And then you're just thinking these likes are going to translate into sales. Nope. Nobody showed up. That is the biggest defeat of mankind. 194 players. That's crazy. That's insane. I wouldn't want to be them at all. Real. Yeah, that's the lesbian night game. Yeah. And the other one that's coming out is going to destroy them. The other one that they were actually trying to bully and try to compare themselves to Virtue Signal and to be woke and shit. That other game is going to destroy them. Hands down. It's not even going to be close. And guess what? I'm going to play it because that game actually looks good. It looks like a legit night game. And if it has deep systems in it to where you can, you know, live a medieval life or anything like that, then that's a plus. But from the gameplay that I saw to the swordplay with that last game, I don't even know the name of it, but I'm keeping my eyes on it. It looks legitimately good. And that's the difference. When you lead with social justice, right? Or lead with wokeness to sell your game, or let me put it like this. When you lead with an ideology anyway, with anything, that's all you got. That's just like me coming on social media, right? And my sole premise is that I'm black, right? If I came on social media and my name is Jay the Black, right? And I got in my description bio, black artist, content creator, making black content for black people around the black world and shit like that. And then and then every fucking video I make, right, is pro black shit and, you know, just doing all that type of stuff, right? But my whole identity is the fact that I'm black. Just imagine if I did that, how many views I would get, or how annoying that would be. Just imagine that. If my entire premise was that I'm black, when you lead with that shit, that's all you got. It's not what you're talking about. It's not about your personality. It's not about you being just a regular person. You're not an archetype. You're just a regular guy. Now all of a sudden people believe are listening. And they don't care about you being, you know, your color or where you from. Most of you guys didn't even grow up like how I did. But it doesn't matter because I'm not leading with that. I'm leading with the fact of my interests. I like art. I like gaming. I like shit, you know, like that type of stuff, right? So it connects. If I just led with I'm black all the time, what the fuck is that? That's stupid. This is what these people try to do. And they wonder why they end up failing and segregating themselves. I lead with my interests. I don't lead with my identity. That's what it should come down to, period. If everybody led with their interests, bro, racism wouldn't even exist, period. Because we all like the same shit. It's just in different ways. And we got different culture, of course. But everybody likes the same shit to a certain extent. And if we all lead with that, bro, race talk is pointless. Identity politics is pointless. Period. I think I cracked the code. I think, bro, code cracked. You're always live when I'm about to drop asleep. Yeah, that's cut them time zones, man. Trust me, I get it. And you know how I figured that shit out? When I was streaming Resident Evil for 6 hours. And I normally don't stream for 6 hours. And plus daylight savings happened too. There was people coming on to where they haven't been on in a while, and that's because time zones. So I realized that the longer I stream, the more people will come in because my time zones is matching up with my audience. And I didn't realize that at first. But now I'm getting it, you know? Time zones is a bitch. And that's why too, I do like videos too, because the videos allows my content to get out to all people around the world at all different times, because you can watch it whenever you want to. So that's why I'm hiring somebody for that. I'm not gonna do that shit myself. Woo! I don't want it to be. I think one of those motherfuckers stuck him that tamped with his memory. What are you talking about? My bad, Kira. I'm actually reading something that's like halfway through the story. Yeah, social media does not translate into sales. It doesn't at all. Social media translate into brownie points that you can, I would say, like, it gives you this accolades in your mind, but it doesn't translate to you paying rent at all. You feel good, you know, like when you have like 1,000 people liking your shit about a social justice warrior post, and then when you ask them to follow up and to support you, crickets. They're not there. Because they never existed. Because they just want to feel good for that moment. And then that dopamine hit is gone. After you feel good. They did their job. I like that post. I'm fighting for the good team. And then they go to sleep. When your project comes out. And you like, support my project. No, I did my job. I liked your post. I shared it. Right? I feel good now. I did my part. I'm not going to drop $30, $40. Are you fucking kidding me? No. I did my social justice warrioring for the day. I liked your post. That's how these people think. You need 1,000 fans. Facts. Real fans, right? And that even counts when you have 100,000, 200,000. Doesn't matter. If you have 1,000 real fans, right? You cracked the code. You won the world. You're good now. And I mean 1,000 real fans that show up. That's the difference. You can have 2,000, you can have 1 million, it doesn't matter. You have 1,000 real fans, bro, you winning. You are winning. Hell, even if you have 500 real fans, you're winning. And this is what people gotta understand, bro. For real, it's even the same thing with YouTube or all social media, right? Don't get deterred by the number. That number that looks big, divide that into 5%, maybe even less. Working on your manga. This is quote unquote a scene from my manga, but I took the line work that I did for my manga and took it out so that I can make a sticker out of it. If that makes any sense. So this is a panel from my manga. Oh, we're talking about Hell's Paradise. Gotcha. Okay. Put that on. There we go. Okay, I guess I'm close, right? I do got to do the armor part though, so there's that. So I'm gonna do this over here, and I like the fact that the black shadow parts, I'm gonna keep those to keep it looking kind of like comic bookish. So I'm gonna keep the dark spots because normally this is the style I use for my novel, right? I do the highlights or the dark shadows to be deep blacks, and I don't do that with my normal shit that I do. You guys know that from seeing my stuff from years ago, right? So I'm actually trying a different style with this. I'll do like a grayish blue color for the armor. There we go. And it seems like this whole dot shit completely fucked it up because I actually free transformed. I shouldn't have did that shit. It is what it is. You said I have 1,400 followers on Instagram. How real are they? Hard to say. Instagram is a little bit different because Instagram is full of people who scroll and click follow as soon as they see one thing that they like. They don't keep track. They don't constantly go back, and they don't engage like how they do on YouTube, right? So if you have 1,400 on YouTube, those are real because they actually engage. YouTube is actually a more engaging app than Instagram ever will be. And that's why I stopped posting on Instagram. I really don't care about Instagram like that. I think that Instagram is a dying app. And the only ones that are surviving are the dinosaurs that don't realize they're already extinct. And those are the ones with 1 million already. Instagram is literally for celebrities and thoughts. It's not for artists at all. The only artists that are successful on Instagram were already successful before the apocalypse happened. You don't see no up and coming artists on Instagram at all anymore. It's not happening. It is impossible. The algorithm won't let you. Anyway, I'm having the characters to originate from different African countries. That's good. And yes, one of them will be Afrikaner, white African, if anybody doesn't know. I didn't even know that. You taught me something. I'm not familiar with Africa like that. I'm from America. But yeah, you did your research. What people need to learn is that integrity matters more than fake outrage. Facts. A true leader inspires, a fake person scares away people. That is true as hell. And that's more prominent now today than ever. Because that's 100% what it is. Inspiration is the most dangerous weapon that a leader can have. It's extremely dangerous because as soon as you inspire, it's a wrap. People want to follow you and practically die for you. You know how dedicated you have to be to a motherfucker? Or you know how inspirational you have to be to have people literally dying for you? That is insane. That's a superpower almost. That's legitimately a superpower. What inspired the most about your manga? You ever heard of the concept of Play-Doh? If anybody don't know what that is, just look that up. But if I go further, I'm gonna spoil what I do, or I'm gonna spoil what my inspiration is. But if look up the foundation of Play-Doh's, I would say, what's the best way to describe it? What is the best way to describe it? Just look up the archetype of Play-Doh, his philosophy. I based it off of that, like 100%. Because I'm creating a mythology. I'm not just creating a story. So I had to think about a rule set of creation, right? In order for me to come up with a mythology, you have to create the reason why the world even exists, right? So I had to deep dive into all the shit: philosophy, cause and effect, concepts, God, goddesses, whatever you want to think about, right? Afterlives, parallel, like different shit, right? So I had to think about all that stuff because I'm creating an actual mythology on how things started to begin with. So that was the most interesting part for me. So yeah, just look that up and you will see. But I'm actually going to do a deep dive the more my manga gets exposed, because as soon as I actually put it out there, I will actually be able to explain it further on what my lore is, if that makes any sense. Have you created one-shot stories before? No, I haven't. Not at all. I'm just screaming at my screen. Impossible. That's true, because I had to move to TikTok just to get my content out more. Exactly. That's true. TikTok is 100% still on the rise. So if you still want to get popular, here's the two things you can do. Fuck Instagram. YouTube shorts. I don't know how the fuck I'm still afloat not doing shorts, but I am. So this is how I know I'm going to be successful when I start doing shorts. I'm still afloat. So do shorts on YouTube. Even if you don't make content like how I make content, right? Do shorts and TikTok. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need X. You don't need Twitch. You don't need Kick. You don't need anything else. All you need is TikTok, YouTube, shorts. You're good. That's it. And be consistent. That's it. I'm telling y'all, I cracked the code. I know exactly how to be successful on social media. It's easy, actually. It's not hard. All you have to do is make content consistently. You don't even have to be particularly good at it. All you have to do is just be consistent and find out what people like and what's the hot topic during the moment. And that's how you go viral. It's very simple. Or you just that motherfucker, right? Who just get lucky. It's either or. But either way, you have both your answers right there. Once you have the answers, you can do it. It's just up to you whether you want to do it. I know some people who just that motherfucker, right? Who just can make content. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, and they get millions. It doesn't matter. Those are once in a lifetime motherfuckers, right? But everybody else is still easy. All you have to do is just be consistent, make shorts, make TikToks, and find a niche. Easy. It's very easy. I want y'all to be successful, man. I'm telling y'all, this internet shit is very, very easy to do. Very, very easy. It's not a magical thing. It's not like like you hit, like you have to hit this one finite thing. No, it's not Eminem. It's not. Social media is easy. You heard it here. And be yourself. I forgot to put that in there too. Be yourself. Unapologetically too. Jay, have you seen Overwatch 2 did a collab with Nier Automata? God damn! Oh no, the simp coming out. Hold up a second. Hold up. Hold up. Oh no. Oh no. The simp is coming out. Oh, okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Get the fuck out of here. Is it a skin? Oh, it's a skin. I thought she was in the game.
This 2B skin is pay to lose, and the problem lies within this guy, 2B's companion, Pod 042.
Purpose unknown.
Although faithful to the Nier Automata universe, this tactical support unit hovers over your left shoulder, exposing you and your positioning, whether you're crouched or peeking corner to corner.
That's fucked up. Bro, so in order for you to even play with this shit, hey, that's the price to pay to be sexy, right? Hey, I guess that's the price to pay. I guess that's the price you pay. Hey, listen, to be the best looking in the game, you have to be exposed. There's caveats to life. There's always caveats to life, bro. What the fuck? Hey, I'm gonna have to still play it. I'm gonna have to play Overwatch. I gotta see her. I'm a simp. I'm a simp. I'm a simp, bro, for real. It is what it is. Hey, listen, I stopped fighting that a while ago. For real. I don't care. Are you talking about Plato's abstract? Yes. You got it. There we go. It's a form of that. But yes. Absolutely. All right, Jiggly. Bro, what they expect, bro? Jay, what scares you the most about releasing your manga? Nothing really. To tell you the truth, I'm doing this for me. Like, listen, I want y'all to 100% get this, right? I am not doing this for anybody else other than myself. All right. I want to say that again. I am doing this, right? Because I want to do this. And I know that other people will like it too. That's the reason why I'm releasing it, right? I would do this shit if nobody's seen it. I want everybody to understand it, right? I'll be doing this shit regardless if people knew about this or not. I have stories in my head nonstop, right? Nonstop. I have stories in my head all the time. And you know how good of it is, right? To do what I do? Because listen, there's a lot of people who have visions and stories in their head, but they don't have the skill set to make them a reality, right? You know how much of a fucking blessing it is? And I'm gonna use that word, blessing. It is for me to be able to translate what's up here and make it real. That alone satisfies me. If I make money off this, okay. If I become famous off of this, oh well. I'm doing this strictly for the love of the game. 100%. Period. I am blessed at the fact that I get to have something up here, think about it, ponder it, come up with scenes and shit in my head, and be able to translate it exactly how I think about it on here. It is basically rare that people are able to do that. So I have nothing to complain about. I'm actually winning at the fact that I can do that. And anybody, and this is what I'm saying, right? If you love something, just do it. Period. I'm playing my music now. Did I stop my music from playing? Motherfucker. There we go. There we go. Bro, I need my other monitor, bro. I need my other monitor for real. Yeah, I'm a simp, for real. I'm a huge 2B simp. As you can see, my AirPods are still trying to connect even though they're fucking dead. Shit! Oh yeah, I'm even gonna go even more diabolical with it too though. They better not come up with a 2B dial. All right, listen, I don't have many shames in my life. There ain't that many, okay? There ain't that many. But if they come out with a 2B dial, right? I'm not even gonna say dial. Let's say an Android, right? Like, you know how they're creating robots and shit now to where they looking like real people? I'm gonna have to do some soul searching. All right? I'm gonna have to do some.
I need help.
Bro,
I need help.
I'm gonna have to do some soul searching. I'm gonna have to pray. I'm gonna have to, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna have to pray. That's the only reason why. All right, listen, I'm just putting that out there. Okay, it is what it is. Woo. I'm gonna have to pray to Jesus. Oh yeah, Kiki's delivery. I forgot that creature. Bro, I just had somebody tell me about that too, about Kiki's delivery service being in theaters this Sunday. Yeah, I actually might do it. I might do it. I might go see it. Why did you call me out in that current moment? I'm stuck in the not being able to transcribe anything on the paper, including drawing and writing. Hey, you will. Just don't force it. Just don't force it though. Just literally take your time, and when it hits you, it hits you. But you got to explore life too. I'm just gonna be real. When inspiration happens when you explore life, literally. And this is why doing things is actually very important when it comes to you know, I would say gaining inspiration. Experience life, and you'll find yourself not be able to stop being inspired because you'll just constantly see things that remind you of what you want to do. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm folding. I'm folding. I'm folding. I'm folding, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Boss is marrying a robot. Hey, listen. Robots don't have consent.
Smack your goddamn daddy.
Hold up. There is no consent. Bro, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. Going too far, all right? Woo! Hey, you telling me right now, right? If there wasn't a Leon Kennedy dial that's out there, how many females would be folding? All right, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad. I don't. Sorry, I don't feel bad whatsoever. If there's a Leon Kennedy doll, I guarantee you, every single fucking creepy ass woman in the world is having him right behind them. And you know what they would do? They would just have Leon Kennedy call them pretty all day. They wouldn't even fuck it. They wouldn't. They wouldn't fuck it at all. They would literally just have him saying nice things to them. And that's their fucking dopamine hit. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so this. You're so gorgeous. They wouldn't even fuck it. They would literally just be having him say compliments to them all day. That's it. See, men are more, physical, right? We're more physical. So we care about the physical aspect, right? Females care about the emotional aspect. They want a Leon Kennedy-like thing saying nice things to them. You were my dream woman since the day I saw you. They're like, oh my God. Oh. Yeah, orgasm off of that. That's all they care about. They care about the emotional stigma. And I know I'm right, because I know women. I know 100% I'm right. Oh yeah, life exploring has been real fun as of late. Absolutely, but hey, got a camera, photos, and life to use someday for sure. Absolutely. Use that camera, bro. Explore. Explore. I'm at the writing and drawing stages. Sadly, Crimson Desert is going to inspire me too much that I can actually do what I'm planning. Hey, listen, I can't wait to play Crimson Desert because I play games now to get inspired. 100%. I actually want to see their system when it comes to how they do their kingdoms, right? I want to see how they do it and who's going to be an interesting character, who's not, you know, that type of stuff. I can't wait to see it. So I don't play games for the same reason that other people play games for, especially games like that are like big stories, right? I want to see what the dynamic is. That's why I replay The Witcher a lot just to see it. Hey, I'm tripping, bro. I should have been finished with this phase, but it is what it is, right? We talking. Yeah, I'm on the side of this. It is what it is, bro. Everybody named Mama know it. Woo! Yeah, they dropping nukes. Yeah, to AI drop. Yeah, facts. AI gonna kill us all. Leon Kennedy has exposed the hypocrisy of the media. I am so shocked. No, bro, come on. Like, seriously. It's ridiculous now. And they have no shame because they just don't get it. They live in their own world. Normally people have a survival instinct, man, like when something is so apparent that they would just understand, okay, maybe I need to back off. Maybe I don't need to chime in on this because it's gonna look like I'm, you know, being a hypocrite. They don't even have a survival instinct kicking in. And that's because they're so lost in the sauce. It's actually beautiful. And that's what narcissists do. They don't realize how they look to other people and they don't care. They just, you know, they just do their own thing. And they believe they're right anyway, so it is what it is. So yeah, Leon Kennedy is literally like Eve from Stellar Blade. She's exposing everything. And Leon Kennedy is exposing everything too at his own detriment. Oh man, the Geneva Convention, bro. Naruto, what's going on, bro? Believe it. I can't really say it because my voice sucks right now. I wanted to say it like how Naruto says it, but I can't do it without sounding stupid because my voice is not there. Believe it. My voice is terrible. Ugh. Oh shit. Anyway, the main character of my series is from Kenya, and he is bi-ethnic, half God, you did do your research. I don't know how to say none of these fucking names. Half Masa. Did I say it right? I don't know about none of these motherfuckers, right? I'm waiting to play Monster Hunter Stories 3. Jesus Christ, I got a 3? I have a partner tell me I'm pretty. I don't need to dial. Yeah, you're good. But I guarantee, but Sue, you know how these women are. These women would 100%, especially, you know, if they don't have anybody, they will 100% be like, tell me I'm pretty. That whole, you guys seen that Fairly Odd Parents shit, right? To where, like, you know, Trixie was like, tell me I'm pretty. Like, that shit is real. That shit is real. All women want you to do is tell them that they're pretty. And make them believe it too. Even if you with them. They just, women like validation. No matter what level it is, they love validation at all levels. It doesn't matter. There are some rare oddities, right? There's some rare oddities, okay? Listen, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say all, but the majority of women like validation. It is what it is. And men are physical. Not all, but most, right? The timing of Crimson Desert's release next week sucks for me. It's day one before. Comic-Con is next week. I gotta start going to conventions so I actually know this shit, right? When my book come out, I'm actually gonna start going to conventions. But yeah, that sucks though, for real, because you're gonna be gone. 'Cause I know you go to the conventions. Yeah, that does suck. But you know what? It's gonna make it better. Because when you get back, right? that trip is going to be more exciting for you because once you're gone, you're just going to be thinking about that game the entire time. So once you come back, you're going to be even more excited. You're going to be, oh my God, thank you. And then you're just going to lock in. It's going to be beautiful. That's why I actually like what I do, right? Because I get to go away while everybody else is playing stuff, right? And then when I come back, I'm excited. Because I've been thinking about it the entire time. All these fucking dots. I appreciate you playing this good music and ignoring the question on what the hell you talking about, brother. Good job on the art. I'm still liking the look. What question did you ask? So let me see. Let me go back. Or you know what? Just ask it again. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. The weekend for hours to Kickstarter the RPG building and exploration. Damn, yeah, that's fucked up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you got a lot going on, man. So it's like have your fun first, then come back and have more fun. Can't beat that, can you? Why shut off one fun for another fun? Just have fun both ways. Looking like an artistic blade. Hey, no. Wait till I get my hair cut. Then I will. I look like a bum right now, right? Listen, I actually made it a promise to myself, and this is on some dumb shit, but I just did this, right? I'm not getting my hair cut until I actually complete my manga. And so I'm actually finished with it this month. And I'm gonna be done with it this month too, though. But I'm not getting my hair cut. My penance is to look like a bum. Right? So like every day I get up and I see how I look, that's going to remind me that I'm not done. But when I am done, then I'm going to get cleaned up. That's my reward. My reward is to get cleaned up and to look human again, right? But I'm not finished with it yet, so I have to look like this. I have to look like a fucking bum. Right? In order for me to understand. Y'all gonna stop bringing up this goddamn 2B shit. I'm a fucking simp. Stop doing that. I seen it. I seen it. Trust me. I got 2B, man. Stop it. All right. Bosses are wrong, you know. Just say we're pretty and we're putty. Facts. That's true. Which state is Comic-Con in this year? I don't even know. Yeah, what the fin are like? What state is it in? Basically, Kenya has 3 ethnic demographics. I don't know none of those names. I don't know how to say it. I'm not even gonna try to say it. My main character has origins from I'm not gonna say that either, which are Bantu, and Masa, right? Which are Naladak. Bro, you giving me an aneurysm just by looking at them goddamn names. I have no idea how to say. I could tell you've been doing your research. I can tell you've been doing your research because you're saying shit I don't understand at all. I don't even know how to say that shit. They're like tongue twisters. You ain't never getting your hair cut? Don't lie, bro. No, I always get my hair cut. I always have my hair cut all the time. Listen, my barber been blowing me up. Me and my barber like this. We close. So it's like he been blowing me up like crazy, saying that, bro. It's been a minute. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just wait. You'll know. I'ma contact you when I'm done. All right. I gotta go through this. Gotta go through this. But I'm 100% getting my hair cut. Though. I have to. I don't like looking like this. I look like a fucking bum. Yeah, I'm folding, bro. For real. I'm folding. Nah, I learned from Wesley with the tax situation, bro. You gotta learn from people that came before you. You don't avoid the IRS. They come after you. And especially me, since I got my own business too, I definitely can't do it. I can't skimp on that shit at all. All right, I guess I'm almost done with this, right? Then I can move on to Procreate and actually start doing some real shit, I guess. Africa ain't for beginners. Hell no, they ain't. Bro, they saying shit that's fucking diabolical. I seen reels of African politicians not giving a shit if they're corrupt. That's crazy work. Bro, like, what do you think about a life-size 2B house Android? Would you purchase one? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are you kidding me? Are you? Is that even a question? How much? How much? It better not be less than my 4090 computer. If I'm willing to pay as much as I was willing to pay for my computer, what do you think I'm willing to do for a life-size? Are you kidding me? That shit better cost $20,000 just to have a buffer so I don't do it. I want that bitch to cost $20,000 to stop me. But if it's $5,000, right? It's still possible. It's possible. That bitch better cost $20,000 so I can say hell no. And I'm still probably gonna save up. I ain't shit. I ain't shit, bro. I'm not. I ain't shit at all. Hey, listen. Y'all might come on stream one day, right? Y'all might actually see me streaming one day and see it behind me. Y'all be like, where the fuck that shit come from? All right, Black Ink. Crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you. Bro, Joker said that shit during that Harley Quinn show, didn't she? Didn't he? That shit was actually funny. I actually like that Joker a lot. That was an actual line, by mind you, too. They actually said that in the show. Any gentleman understands shorter hair makes folks in real life understand we are okay. Facts. It's sad, at least in the US. No, that's facts. But even if you have longer hair, right? Look, it's not just shorter hair. If your hair is kept, then you look like you're actually doing something, you know, that you're actually living. Most people don't look like their shit is kept. That's the thing. Like how my shit is right now. My shit ain't kept. It's not kept at all. It's actually fucked up. I look like I should be homeless. But that's my penance. I gotta finish this. I'ma sell stock for real. If it's even remotely in the ballpark of affordability, it's a wrap. It's done. It's over. It's done. Sorry, I'm not lying about that. Listen, I can't lie about that. I cannot. Nope. Can't do it. And I guarantee you, y'all will fold too. So stop fucking with me. Y'all will fold too. Stop playing with me. Y'all know that Yokotaro has confirmed he's working on the next Nier. Absolutely. And it better have 2B in it too. It better have 2B day one. Day one. Absolutely. He better be. TruckCon. He said in the OG anime series, I think that That was episode. Yes, that was. Yep. I thought he said that during the Harley Quinn show. There better be a new Nier. There was a life-size 2B on display at the Nier 15th anniversary. Was it an actual like figure? And you know that bitch was a one-off too. I said this again and again and again. If I could be Isekai anywhere, it would be High School DxD. A lot of people said that too. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. A whole lot of people said that. But for me, you guys already know. It's not even a competition. I'll be hanging out with the androids. Fuck people. I'll be with the droids. I grew up around a lot of dread type folks. I didn't grow up around dreadhead type people. And then had to go into the military for reasons. Yeah, I didn't grow up with a lot of people who had long hair. We had quote unquote braids and shit. But you know, I grew up in the hood, so it's like mainly it was short hair waves. That was it. Short hair waves, maybe braids. I had braids when I was younger. But that's about it. Ever since I played Resident Evil 5 and Genshin Impact release, the Nathan, yes, the region of like, I've locked in on Africa. Also, that's what made you want to, gotcha, okay. Hey, sometimes it take that, man. Sometimes it take inspiration from other shit to be like, okay, now I see what my vision is. I've done that. Like I said, the first time I watched Lord of the Rings was the first time I thought about this story to begin with. I always wanted to make something like a Middle Earth type, right? But then I started getting deep and I started to actually pay attention to the mythology of it. And then I'm like, this actually makes sense. I'm like, now I know what to do. And it all clicked. And guess what? I couldn't be further away from Lord of the Rings type of mythology than I ever been. I just use it as a staple. And that foundation laid this. So you just never know, man. You might actually move on. Hey Jay, how far would John Wick get in the Resident Evil games? Very far. He's like Leon Kennedy. All headshots. And how to shut down zombies, you shoot them in the head. Who's the king of headshots? John Wick. Now those big motherfuckers, I don't know. But I think John Wick will survive. I think he will. He got plot armor. And Leon Kennedy got plot armor too. So they're both two peas in the pie. Because I'll even say this, right? I'll say that Leon Kennedy can survive in the John Wick universe. Because they're both the same. Well, I'll see a good question that's gonna make me go down the rabbit hole. These are not the droids you're looking for. Hey, if it's 2B, it is. Period. You inspire me to make my own story. That's the point that I do this for. Absolutely. I'm happy to even hear that. So how long did it take you to come up with the story for your manga? It took me probably listen, I've been working on this shit since 2017. Right? Like, so I started doing character designs in 2017. And then I actually made the premise of it in 2020. But I had the idea since I first watched Lord of the Rings, which was probably back when I was a kid. Like, I'll say like 2012, 2010, 2009 era, shit like that. I came up with the premise back then, but I didn't start making it real until it was 2017. So I had the story in my head for a while. That's why I'm saying, bro, the lore I got for the story is so deep, it will probably be like thick as a Bible. That's how much it is. I got shit dating back for like 10 years from now. That's how much I got to this. This is gonna be, bro, so large. I'm not trying to say some weird sus shit, right? To, you know, to describe the shit, but it is what it is, right? This is huge, right? Trump huge, like huge. It's huge. It's big. All right. My question might have gotten swallowed by messages, but does your world have racism? Absolutely. Will you ever put your Knight character in the 2B or Stellar Blade outfit? If it was done fan art wise, yeah, probably. But for the tangible story, no. No. My shit is strictly based in this world set, and that's it. But if it was like fan art and shit, yeah, absolutely, of course. You know, why not? Why not, right? But there's gonna be a bunch of human shit because the whole point of my story, right, is that she is basically like a divine entity, right? She's like a angel or like a, what do you call it? She's not mortal. So she's learning mortality from mortals, right? So there has to be things that she sees that makes her conflicted and want to understand why mortals do the things that they do. So there's gonna be a bunch of shit in here when it comes to racism, when it comes to I would say genocide, fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just in general, it's gonna be real, but it's not just gonna be shock value just for shock value's sake, right? She's gonna discover it naturally, and then she's gonna have to make a decision because she's, whether she want to be detached or she want to be a part of it, you know, to actually fix it or just stand by and just be, you know, like an observer. So there's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna, you know, happen in the story that is gonna be a moral dilemma. I'm gonna basically put it like that. But it goes deeper because there's gonna be a lot of shit though like that I'm trying to stay away from. Once the novel drop, I'm gonna go more into depth on what her role actually is. And once you see the role, you won't be able to unsee it. You'll be like, this makes sense now. Trust me, you'll see it. But I'm gonna just give you that right there and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But this is the question I want to answer right here. What even made you start loving anime type art? Or would you consider your art graphic novel? No, my art is definitely anime style. And I'm gonna turn the volume down for this, right? I'm gonna turn the volume down for this, right? But I'm gonna show you what made me interested in anime art to begin with, right? I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you this. First time I watched this movie, I was about a wee lad, right? Hold up. When I first seen this movie, it blew me away. Literally, I was a kid and I shouldn't have even watched this movie. I snuck and watched this movie actually, because it was on a channel. If you guys are familiar with cable TV, back when, during my time, right? Like I think I was probably like 8 or 9 when I saw this movie. And this is even before I even knew what Dragon Ball Z or anything was, right? This was my first anime that I ever watched. So when this came on Encore, if anybody familiar with the premium channels on cable, right? You had Encore, Showtime, Stars, HBO, and some other shit, right? Cinemax or some shit, right? This came on Encore one day, and I wasn't even supposed to watch it. I just saw a cartoon. I was like, ooh, what is this? Animation looked beautiful. I was like, and then they started cussing. I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to watch this. But then I continued to watch it. And I was like, the story is fascinating. I'm like, this is amazing. I made it a point to rewatch this movie every single year. And as soon as I actually saw this is when I started drawing. I will always go back to this because this is what got me into doing this shit to begin with. Akira is the GOAT. Nothing comes close to this for me. Period. I rewatch this movie every year. Literally. Nothing touches that. That's my very first anime that I ever watched in my entire life. I'm talking about before Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking about before Cowboy Bebop. I'm talking about before Inuyasha. Anything. That was the first one that I ever watched. Literally. And I fell in love ever since. And I'm like, I want to do this for a living. Literally. However they did this shit, I want to do this. And I started to try to mimic the style since then. But ever since I started trying to mimic the style, I deviated and I started to find other things. I'm like, well, I like this style too. I watched Ghost in the Shell next. And then I watched, Appleseed. I watched a bunch of shit that basically made me finite my style. And then I finally found my own. And I'm like, okay, now I'm good here. But I could have started. Literally. And people still don't know how to say that name to this day. They call it Akira or some shit like that. No, the R is silent, bro. It's Akira. Get it right. Get it right. You gonna put some respect on that shit name, for real. Put some respect on that name. I ain't playing with that. I have to say, I really love Grace. I like Grace too. Her anxiety and stuttering is so relatable to me. I have severe social anxiety and I also stutter a lot. Yeah, Grace is a perfect character for I would say realizing a situation is actually dangerous. Because she acts like the situation is actually dangerous. That's why I like her. A lot of people might get annoyed by it because they want every protagonist to be a badass and shit. The game is a horror game. You can be a badass through Leon. And you know what? This is actually so anti-woke that it's not even funny. Normally, the roles would be reversed. Right? Bro, this shit is feminist. This could be a feminist target so easily. They could be like, why is Leon the tough guy and Grace the scared person that needs to be saved? Why is that? This is so sexist. How come Grace can't be the one saving Leon? We should be championing this, but we're not. Apparently people are annoyed that Grace is feminine. That she's scared. That she's an analyst, that she doesn't fight that she can't fight all of a sudden. I don't understand why people from the side that don't like the woke shit is not championing this. This role dynamic has not happened or been successful in the mainstream in a very since forever. So how are we not championing Grace being feminine? I don't understand that. She's scared. Yes, she's scared. Why wouldn't she be? Bro, listen, I'm not Leon Kennedy. All right. If I was in Grace's position, I'll be a bitch. Are you kidding me? I'm not, bro. I would have died when the police officer came in here and turned. And that's the first mission. That's the very first mission. I would have been dead. Period. Get up out of here. Yeah, Akido's I love it. I'm gonna rewatch it again probably within 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'm gonna watch it again. Did you see Vampire Hunter D? Absolutely. Absolutely. I seen that later. Yeah, coupled with Resident Evil 5 and Genshin, it also built up on the frustration, the lack of representation in Africa. Tired of Egypt. Yeah, tried Egypt or tired of Egypt. Always Egypt. I want sub-Saharans. Yes, but they would never go that route. You know why? You know why? So you have to do it yourself. Wait, what? I'll be the one to investigate further, and you will be the one that will save my ass. So I appreciate people like you. People like you need to exist. I'm not, bro, listen, just because I'm a pussy don't mean you have to be. All right? I'm a pussy in that situation. Are you kidding me? Zombies, superpowers, big bitches that climb through roofs and shit with fucked up eyes? Hell no. I'm a pussy. I'm scared. I'm scared. Mommy? Where are you, mommy? I'm gonna need saving. All right? I'm gonna be in the corner in a fetal position. I am not Leon Kennedy. I'm not at all. That is a situation I would not make it out of alive at all. Period. It won't happen. It won't. So Grace did her thing. All right. I would never complain about Grace being scared about that situation, because I'll be worse. They already complained about his segments being longer than hers and having half the game runtime. Because nobody came for Grace. Sorry to tell you that. The reason why this game is so successful is because of Leon fucking Kennedy. Male and female. He's the selling feature. What the fuck are they talking about? That shouldn't even be a question. Why do people show up for Resident Evil Requiem? Let me guess. Stop. Bro, people are stupid, man, for real. They're idiots. I wonder why. Maybe it's because the guy is the most popular main character of all of Resident Evil. Next to Chris. We ever thought about that? Fucking morons. I heard that shit too. That's the reason why I'm saying this. Yeah, if I was in her position, I'll be terrified. Absolutely. I'll be beyond terrified. It's because I think people expected the same old, and were surprised that we got back to how things used to be. True. That's true. And I actually think that's more of the case too. That game felt like an old school game. I felt like a young dude playing Resident Evil Requiem. Cause I felt like I was transported back in the day. That's how games used to feel. No agendas, nothing, no propaganda, nothing. No propaganda was in that game at all. And it felt refreshing. I was like, this is how gaming should be. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I can't believe I'm still on this shit. I should have been in Procreate by now. Jay, like if your graphic novel becomes a huge success, would you want it to be animated? I would want it to be a live action, not animated. I don't want to do that to the animators because my shit being animated would be a hellscape for them. Number one, Ari's design is incredibly detailed. It's not, and I'm even talking about from an anime perspective, right? Because I pay attention to anime characters' designs on what designs they use. They will have to simplify the fuck out of this. And to tell you the truth, her shit being simplified will ruin her design. They could not do it. They would have to be crackheads. If it was like Mappa or some shit like that, maybe they'll do it. But I would not want to do that to them. I would want it to be live action, 100%. My story is made for a potential live action or a movie. Hell, even if it was animated like how I would say Arcane is, I will accept that. I love Arcane's animation. But for an anime, I don't want to do that to them. Bro. Some things just don't need to be animated, period. Because it's like, nah, that won't translate well. It won't. I would have to simplify the fuck out of everybody. And I got some severely difficult designs later on. Like it's I don't even know why I did that, but I did, and I'm not gonna compromise at all. I'm not gonna do it. I want my shit looking the way it's looking. Mob Psycho, I still haven't watched that. I know it's good. My brother loves it though. He loves Mob Psycho, and he loves Solo Leveling too. So those are two things that I'm probably never gonna watch, but I know they're good. Another shout out that I rediscovered effeminate and also respectable is Eris and Sinbad. Yes, of course, yeah. That's another good example. Those gotta be those gotta be talked about because people take those for granted and they don't realize that we do have stuff like that. We just don't champion it as much. And we're so busy playing team sports that we don't acknowledge the ones that are not doing it. And we still find a way to criticize the ones that are not doing it. And this is when the fight gets lost. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, bro, we don't want to fight the wrong fights, period. We don't want to do that. We want to champion the things that are actually, that deserves it, right? And demonize the ones that are not. Or just ignore them. I would rather ignore it, but it is fun to talk shit about them. So I can't even lie. Can't lie. I like a good shit talking, you know? Color that up in. Okay, so it times right now it's 10:57. Okay, I can get far. And to tell you the truth, I'm probably gonna finish this. I actually skipped a couple steps. How many people know Alyssa from is also a Resident Evil main character too from the spinoff game? I don't know that. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't. They will probably censor your character. No, I'm gonna have to Oda they ass if they are. I'm gonna Oda them. Literally, I'm gonna take pure 100% rights of my shit, which I do. I own the copyright of everything. Corey Kitchen said he would love to have Mappa to be the animators for a Monsters We Make anime. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Corey made his own? Is Corey an artist? Or did he just pay somebody to do it? Yeah, the Chinese ones is ridiculous. Chinese animation is fucking ridiculous. Like, but pay attention to the character models. The character models are simplistic enough for you to actually do that. This is what you want to do. I'm just a fucking retard, right? I'm retarded. This is bro. Bro, listen. If I show this to any anime studio, they'll be like, "Are you fucking high?" They would literally call me retarded. They'll be like, "If we're not having 3D animation subjected into this, we're not fucking get this out my sight. Get it out my sight. You better simplify this to the 5th power." They'll kick me out, and I can see why. I'll kick me out too. I'll be like, "No, you're fucking stupid. I'm not doing this shit." You know how long this will take? Not doing it. They'll probably have to have like an alternate outfit. They'll be like, "No, you need to do an alternate design, something." Like, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it. Sorry, I'm uncompromising. So if live action, who would you cast for Auri? To tell you the truth, it'll probably be a nobody. I would rather have it be a ginger nobody from the Netherlands. Like a nobody. I don't want an actor who is known to play her at all. I want a nobody. She would have to be severely pretty because the knights in my story are like gods, right? They have to be. This is like somebody from Mount Olympus, right? So all knights that are like her, right? That are her physiology type, right? Male and female, doesn't matter. They have to be the most beautiful people you've ever seen in your life. That's how it's supposed to look. So it's gonna have to be a person that you do not know from an unknown place that is severely like ethereal beauty. That's how it's gonna have to be. Period. Otherwise, I don't want it. Kind of like how you know how like the elves are like in Lord of the Rings, right? How like every single elf in Lord of the Rings look like divine and shit, right? They just look fucking beautiful. That's kind of how knights are in my story. They are perfect, basically. That's basically how they should look. They shouldn't look real to you. They should look kind of, you know, like you're looking at something that shouldn't exist. That's how it should look. It feels real. So if you can find people like that, we shall see. Yeah. I said it wrong. Just don't ever go 3. I'm never doing that shit. I hate it when Nier did it. When bro, listen, I'm a 2B simp and I couldn't even get over the 3D animation that they put in that show. I couldn't even get over it. This is how you know how much I despise that shit. I wanted to watch that shit so bad, but then I saw that 3D shit. I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry. Can't do it. I'm a stick, bro. No, that's where I draw the line. 2B or not, I don't care. I'm not that much of a simp. Nope. Nope. And I heard the show is still good. Corey paid somebody. Okay. A lot of people are doing that now. A lot of people are doing that. You know what? More power to him. I would just rather have it be like an artist creating it. Because then the character designs, like, how would you envision them if you can't create them? Like, you can have an idea of how they will look, but at the end of the day, it's up to that artist. It's not up to you. That is my thought process. Yeah, Corey Kenshin is a YouTuber who paid a team to do it, but he needs editors to check it over because he basically took what is cool with anime and did that with nothing else. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so he's like a fan making something, basically. Aryan bikini outfit, the simplest design possible. You right. You right. And guess what? They don't have bikinis back then. They got gowns, t-shirts or some shit like that. Hey, trust me, there's shit that they got back then. I did some research on clothing, for back in the day. Medieval shit, right? She gonna have that medieval drip. Yeah, I said it completely wrong. It is what it is. Bro, you guys know I'm dyslexic. New talent, new face, divine idea of beauty. Absolutely. I want that. I'm tired of actors going through the ringer. I want somebody new. And quite frankly, right, I want my entire cast being somebody new. I don't want known people. Maybe for like major roles or some shit like that, like behind the scenes. Maybe we can have that guest starring, but for the major cast, no, I want brand new people, just like how they did with One Piece. Literally. I want people you haven't even heard of. So in other words, Bella Ramsey sounds perfect for Ari. I think she'll be perfect. She looked just like her, don't she? Same size. Yeah, she looked just like her. Damn, you on to something, bro. Hold up a second. Bella Ramsey might be it. Hold up.
God damn.
Bella Ramsey it is, bro. Woo! Jackson cast New Zealand models for the elf background player. Absolutely. See, that's what you got to do, because you need beautiful fucking people. And I'm going to be very biased. I'm going to offend a lot of people. They come in that casting room. I'm gonna be like, no, if you come in here, you're gonna have to be a 10 or higher to even play a knight. You're not gonna be average. You're not gonna be a 6 or a 7. I'm not gonna find your beauty, be like, hey, I could see you being beautiful. No, I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be like, no, you have to be gorgeous. If you're not gorgeous, get the fuck out. You're not a knight. Period. I'm gonna have to, nah, shit. I'm gonna be a dick. They don't want me to be a casting person. I'll be like, okay, ugly, bye. Fat, bye. Nope, bye. Period. You gotta be a 10 or higher. Imagine a casting call nationwide and Jay is like Howard Hughes picking his star. Facts. I'm gonna be a dick. And you know what? I have the right to be, because I want what I want, right? I want what I want, and you want my story. And in order for my story to be told how I wanted to be told, it's gonna have to be that way. Hey, shit, listen, I'm okay with it not being adapted. I'm okay with it. I'm okay either way. It doesn't have to be adapted. It could just be my own thing. But if it ends up being successful and you want to be a part of it, this is the rules. Sorry. Not sorry at all. Sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna do the fur by itself. Yeah, like any cartoons you like way back? Yeah. They're gonna be cartoons you probably haven't heard of. I'm old as fuck. Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, Totally Spies, Ventures of Billy and Mandy, Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog. There's some other ones too. Hey Arnold, Rugrats. Those are all my cartoons I grew up with. I'm an old bitch. I'm old as hell, but yeah, those are mine. Jada Dyslexic, you know it. All right, with the fan art, peace out, man. You didn't like the Nier anime? No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I didn't like the 3D shit in it. It turned me off. It turned me off completely, actually, to the point to where I didn't even give it a chance. I'm a stickler for this stuff. Oh, Samurai Jack. Holy shit, I forgot about that. How the fuck did I forget? That's a cardinal sin. That's a cardinal sin. Crucify me. There ain't no way in hell I forgot Samurai fucking Jack. Are you kidding me? You were from my time. I remember all those. We old. Facts. We old, man. Courage was the best. Literally. You're from the same generation. I was born in the 90s also. I know all those shows. Facts. Bro. Good old days. One of the best. You couldn't even make what's the name? A Johnny Bravo nowadays at all. It would be impossible. Literally. I am not playing that game no matter what. I've been meaning to ask this if you continue playing Ex Vato demo. Hell no. And it happened to completely fry your PC, including your hard drive. Would you be Jay to non-existent? Yes, I would be, because I wouldn't exist anymore. I would never boot that shit up on my PC ever again. Matter of fact, I deleted it so that my computer even forgot it even happened. It's gone. It didn't even happen. That motherfucker game is crazy. It is so not optimized at all, for real. Courage the Cowardly Dog, SpongeBob, classic SpongeBob. Yup, 94 baby, grew up with all that. Absolutely. Ben 10, that was later. That was like during the Teen Titan days, right? So that's afterwards, right? I'm talking about shit during the 90s. Period. Early 2000s, we in another bracket. That's Ben 10. That's Teen Titans. You can't forget about that. That's the Justice League show. That's Toonami. Later Toonami, right? That's shit. That's a bunch of shit. But I think I'm good right there. Early 2000s. Oh, Jackie Chan too. Shit. God damn. Man, we had so many hits, man. They did the final finish for Samurai Jack. I think there was a fan edit Samurai Jack on the internet somewhere. Yeah, they actually made a series, a Samurai Jack that was actually an adult series too as well. I'm surprised they did that. They actually turned that shit into an adult show. I was like, what the fuck they do with Samurai Jack? They actually started killing people, like cutting people in half for real. I'm like, shit. God. Yeah. I'm gonna show my daughter Johnny Bravo. You should. Show her what a real man looks like and how real pimping looks like, right? That's pimping. This Mario ass music, bro. Every fucking time. I keep forgetting to take this shit off my playlist. Goddamn Mario music, bro. Jackie Chan was the shit, bro. That show was the shit. I love that show. Static Shock. Yep, forgot about that. There's so many, bro, that you can't forget. You can forget a lot of them. If she don't laugh, I'll go back to the Powerpuff Girls. Facts. Powerpuff Girls are shit. I'm from 02, so I got a good chunk of the 90s fun. Yeah, you did. Ed, and Eddie was classic. I watched that show all the way till the final episode when Eddie tried to find his older brother. That was the last episode. And then we used to watch the specials, you know, like the Halloween special, the Christmas specials and shit too. Ed and Eddie was replayed in my house as much as SpongeBob was. Regular show was good too, but that's later. That's later. That's a classic though. Avatar: The Last Airbender. God damn, man. Ren and Stimpy. Migos. God. Jesus Christ. Gargoyles. I forgot about that. That's the only one I know from there. Fox Kids. Fairly Odd Parents. Damn, man. We had some good shit, man, for real. And now it's all gone. I'll even consider Adventure Time to be one of those shows too, though. Adventure Time is pretty good. Even though it was later, it was still super funny like regular show too, though. Okay, now I think I can move this to Procreate and actually get started. Jesus Christ, that took a long time, didn't it? Or you know what? I could probably just do this on here. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this on here. Hold up a sec, man. Codename Kids Next Door. I forgot about that. Yep. Capcom killing unless it was such a slap in the face. Yes. They're not gonna bring her back either, though. She was a survivor Raccoon City, and she helped kill a tyrant model. She was one of 8 characters in Resident Evil Outbreak. Is that the one who's going to be a part of the no, not Veronica. I think she's going to be a part of another one. She's going to be a part of the spinoff when they do that. I think they're going to remake that game too, though. Superman the animated show, Batman the animated show, born in 94 and saw the rise and fall of everything. Don't forget 90s Spider-Man. I forgot about that too. Yep, the animated series and X-Men animated series. God damn, bro. These kids don't have shit. They have Coco Melon. They got Coco Melon and some other bullshit that's on well, they got K-pop Demon Hunters. We gotta give them that. They do got K-pop Demon Hunters. Adventures of Gumball. Yeah, you young. If you grew up with Gumball in regular show, yeah, you young. And Ninjago, yep. Kim Possible is another old show. From the Ben 10 era too, though. Facts, bro. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna just lock these motherfuckers, man. Why not? Lock them all. Wait, not this one. There we go. Now I'm good. That shit was bugging the fuck out of me. It's little shit like, bro, I'm so fucking, I'm petty. Stop it. Stop it. You're good. Thank you. I'm locking it. Jesus Christ. Nah, these youngins don't know about Shaolin Showdown or Jackie Chan Adventures. No, they do not. They don't. Because that show, bro, I love Jackie Chan. That show was crazy. And Jimmy Neutron, yes. So many action shows, bro. Yeah, take me back, man. For real. If I woke up back in the 90s, I would cry. Literally. Especially if I had the same memories that I got right now. I go back, bro, I go back in the day and cry. I'll be like, oh my God, the good times are here. And then just knowing that this is gonna come, I'll cry. Literally. Bluey, yeah, they got Bluey and some other shit too, though. But Bluey is big. Bluey is huge, actually. Resident Evil 9 was incredible. Keen for Code Veronica remake. Yeah, Code Veronica is going to be next. I'm not seeing K-pop yet. How is it? It's very good. K-pop Demon Hunters is, listen, they had to tell me to watch it. And I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was some kid shit. I thought it was some girl shit, right? I was like, nah, that's some girl shit. I don't watch that. I'm good, right? And then I watched it. Let's just say I can see why it's a global phenomenon. It's criminal that movie came out on streaming services. That movie should have came out in theaters. Period. It's criminal. That movie it's good. The music is good. The premise is good. The animation is good. Everything about that movie is good. Literally. And I was shocked at first. I didn't want to watch it at all. I was like, nah, I'm too grown to watch shit like this, bro. And then I watched it. It was good. Check it out. 100%. You won't be disappointed. I don't know any other shows. They definitely before my time. Yeah, true. Because if you don't know any of those, then yeah, you definitely young. Period. Gotta say, man, your art progression is appreciated. Nice work. Hey, I'm slow. Bro, listen, I think I'm slow. I should have been on the shading part. And that's because I'm like, I'm hard on myself. That's just how I am. But I'm also doing two things at the same time. Also, too, right? But I should have been done with this. This is a very simple picture. It's simple. And I'm still being stupid. So for me, I'm actually about to do some, let me see, I'm gonna do this. Cause I'm gonna cell shade this. Just a little bit, that's it, yep. Yeah, the commercials were even better. Facts. Everything was better back then because they wasn't afraid of offending people. That's the reason why. That's the sole purpose on why shit was better. There was politics, but there wasn't as overt politics as we got now. Now they can't do anything because they playing teams. Yeah, you gotta figure out how to prevent 9/11. I wouldn't prevent it, bro, because listen, the first thing about going back in time, you don't stop shit that already happened, because you will fuck up things. I watch too many time travel movies to understand to not do shit like that. I'll just go back and appreciate stuff. I probably would make things that already happen quicker, but I can't change. I would not go back and be like, yeah, I gotta kill Hitler. I would never do that. Never. Because you don't know what that shit would entail. Period. I didn't think it was big until I started seeing more merch and toys for Bluey. Yes, that shit is everywhere. And you guys know I work with kids, right? So that's how I figured out how big Bluey was. I was like, this shit is huge. Like ridiculously huge. Yeah, we're gonna keep it simple. Cell shading, baby. This is how you do anime for real. And that's how I want it to look. I want the stickers to look like anime shit, just strict anime. Boondocks would not fly at all. No, not at all. You can't make fun of black people nowadays at all. Which cartoon is better theme, Ben 10 or Danny Phantom? I'll say Ben 10. Period. Part of its success might have been the fact that it was so accessible to everyone on Netflix. Well, I can argue this, right? Netflix is behind a streaming service, which is already a paywall itself. Not everybody has Netflix, but a lot of people have Netflix. So when it comes to how big K-pop Demon Hunters is, or K-pop in general, people would go pay to see that like it's nothing. They would make more money because the price of admission is higher than a Netflix subscription, right? Mind you, a Netflix subscription is what, like $19, maybe less than that, right? That's one ticket, but your whole household, you probably got like 6 kids, right? 6 kids that are all watching that from that one subscription. When you go to a movie, right? Parents are still willing to go pay to go, for the kids to go see shit like this. You have to pay for every single one of them. They would have made more money. Now, I understand accessibility is one thing, right? But this is K-pop we're talking about. This is K-pop we're talking about. They're willing to pay for that. People would have dressed up. People would have been, bro, come on now. The concerts for the girls who actually sung for K-pop Demon Hunters are selling out. And they're not even doing the movie. They're doing the songs from the movie. And they're selling out. That should just let you know everything you need to know right there. They would have sold the fuck out. Literally. Matter of fact, those 3 became successful literally because of the movie. And they're selling out because of that. Which is true. But I get your point. It's accessible. Yeah, we only 23. What would you consider the best time travel movie? The best time travel movie would probably be a mixture of Back to the Future and Interstellar. And Butterfly Effect. Now, to tell you the truth, I'm actually gonna have to go Butterfly Effect. I know that's controversial. I think, okay, I'm gonna say this. I think the best time travel movie is the Butterfly Effect. And it's not necessarily the time travel mechanics. It's what the movie represents. The Butterfly Effect, top tier. My favorite. And I don't think I'm alone. I don't think I'm alone at all with that. Did you ever watch Totally Spies? Absolutely, of course. Besides, we're not sure of all the stuff with 9/11 facts. Even though we know who likely did it. Yeah, we do. Then I can't say it on this platform. Then aren't we supposed to get millions worth of stuff either next year or this decade to be released? Hey, you dangerous, bro. Jay, 3 questions. Will we see any characters in your world? Would you check out some solo leveling artwork? Would you give some art tips on my dragon character if I ask? Absolutely. Yeah, I would. Absolutely. The first. Let me answer the first. When the book is out, then I will introduce more characters. It would definitely be on my site though. I'm gonna have it on my website as a free preview, for y'all to see. The second one, would I check out Soul and Leveling? My brother already showed me everything about it. I just need to watch it. And 3, yeah, I will. I'll actually look up on Discord when I get off of here, and I'm gonna actually send you a message, a direct message. My favorite time travel anime will be Steins Gate. That's a good one. Damn, that's a good one. But actually, it's my top fave fibers. Yeah, that's a good one, bro. Damn, that's a good one. Jesus Christ. Steins Gate probably got to be my favorite. We're talking about animes though. We're not talking about movies. My favorite time travel movie is Butterfly Effect. No other platform comes remotely close. That is true. Not even Hulu or any other bullshit platform. You're right. I don't want to be in that dark. He said, I remember there was a Spider-Man cartoon that came on MTV back in 2003. I remember that shit too. God, y'all old, man, just like me. Jesus Christ. We are the same ages. That's crazy. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. 2 weeks marked the 10-year anniversary of Batman v Superman. Shit, we old. God, I went to go see that shit twice too, though. And that was 10 years ago. I remember when Man of Steel came out. And I went to go see that twice. You ever see Bill and Ted? No. But I know that's a classic. So yeah, I know. I definitely know about it. You like comedy / parodies? Yes, I do. I'm gonna tell you my favorite one. You like Austin Powers? Austin Powers is definitely up there, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite one. My favorite one is Tropic Thunder. No parody comes closer to comedy than Tropic Thunder. Nothing comes close. That is a masterpiece when it comes to parody movies. Masterpiece. I don't think Tropic Thunder will ever be done ever again. Like a movie like Tropic Thunder. Excellent movie. I watch it, bro. That's so rewatchable, it's not even fun. I love Tropic Thunder. Best movie ever, period. Best comedy movie, I think, ever. Robert Downey would get canceled nowadays, for real. The Terminator is a time travel movie. It is to an extent. It is to an extent. I look at it like this with time travel. You can't change major events at all, but you can alter small stuff. Yeah, ripples. Think of time travel like this, right? If you drop, depending on how big the ripple is, that depends on how much the future would change. If you drop a tiny little drop, right, into a pool, if it makes a little ripple, the water ignores it. But if you pour a fucking gallon of water in there, you're fucking up everything. Just do little fucking dots, little droplets, right? Just do little droplets here and there, and then let the ripple calm down, do another one. That's how you do time travel. But everybody try to do like just pour water in there. You know what I'm saying? They creating ripples. You creating waves and tsunamis and shit in a time frame. Slow your roll, relax. It's common sense, but I know it gets very tempting to do shit like that. I won't. Yeah, Robert Downey was the best part of that entire thing, period. Spider-Man Unlimited was mad underrated. So much untapped potential before it got canceled. Bro, everything that's good gets canceled. You guys should know that, though. Anything that you like or value, right, to an extent, gets canceled. Y'all should know this. Y'all should know this, bruh. Just look at Overlord. I'm mad as hell. Overlord was one of my favorite animes, bro. I'm hearing nothing but crickets. Fucking crickets, bro. I'm pissed off. It is what it is, bro. I accepted it, bro. If I like it a lot, it's not gonna continue. I just gotta come to terms with it. Listen, Zack Snyder would do a great absolute Batman story. Zack Snyder's in the wrong field. He should have did absolute Batman. Then it would have matched up, right? I think he needs to do that. Yo, Jay, like, did you know the same studio that did a Dead or Alive action comedy, Dead or Alive action Cowboy Bebop, they are now doing a live action Samurai Champloo. They need to. But I hope they don't fuck it up. Because we all seen what happened with Cowboy Bebop. We all seen it, right? So I can only wait. I don't get excited off of shit like that anymore. If it's not an Arichi Oda situation, I'm not excited. No. Your baby is your baby, period. The fuck is that? OBS my dick, bitch. What the fuck you doing? Hey, get the fuck out of here. Bitch. Xvato demo almost caused a tsunami in your computer. Yeah, it did. And it would never see the light of day ever again on my computer. Never. Did you just say my OBS crashed? You better not fucking, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, the reason why it's fucked up is because it said my shit crashed. I don't know why. It's gonna have to take time to catch up. I don't know why it did that. So OBS is being a bitch right now. So I'm gonna pull this out right quick. Let me see if it's working. Okay, it's working right now. It should be good. Yeah, it just gotta take time to catch back up though. I have all the anime recommendations for you, Jay, but you'll need to come over to the dark side. Hey, listen, I'm already on the dark side. Every anime I watch is fucking diabolical. Every anime I watch is diabolical. I'm a Berserk, Goblin Slayer, Overlord watcher, Chain Soldier, ReZero watching motherfucker. Those are the type of animes I like. I like fucked up shit. I do. I like stories that are crazy, that are you know, there's no plot armor, right? I love animes like that because they do it the best. They tell those stories the absolute best though. So yeah, I love that shit. Xvato could suck my nuts. Backwards.
God damn!
Backwards. Yeah, period. They can suck it backwards. Suck my nuts backwards, bitch. Oh, I forgot Made in Abyss, bro. Hold up a second. Made in Abyss is fucked up too. That should involve kids dying. That should involve kids dying. Hellsing is good too, though. That's really fucked up, actually. But you guys know my thing. I like medieval times, though. That type of shit, right? So I like I'm a sucker for that shit. So I'll automatically put that shit at the top of my board. But yeah, those are fucked up too. But if it has a medieval type of aesthetic to it, I'm all over it. It's still desynced. Motherfucker, bro. There's a sequel movie coming out later this year. Jesus Christ. OBS. I recommend the Overlord light novels. They're great. They weren't covered in the series, were they? It's still desynced. One second. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's either behind or it's not synced. Oh, let me see, bro. It's always fucking something, bro. Okay. You said it's fine now? Oh, people got to restart their page. Gotcha. Okay, okay. Blood Sea anime is messed up. I remember watching that shit when it was free. It was like a free preview of a movie that I had. I forgot which movie it was. 30 Days a Night. 30 Days a Night. You guys remember that? You guys remember that horror movie? This movie right here? This is my first time ever seeing this shit. So, I bought this movie back in the day, right? When this movie actually came out. And this movie actually had a partnership deal with Blood Sea, right? And it had like a preview. That was my first time ever seeing it. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. I loved it. It was beautiful. And that was my first time ever watching it, though. And then I actually fell in love with it. But that movie came with a little preview that was attached to it. What is vaguely, what? The light novels do a lot more than the anime does justice. Of course it does. God damn, man. So I'm gonna have to get it. Fuck. Of course the light novels do. Why wouldn't they? Bullshit. I'm mad. I don't have no collections, bro. The first collection I want to get before I get Overlord in general is One Punch Man, and I want Berserk. Those are the two that I'm working on. And then Invincible. Berserk, One Punch Man, Invincible. Those are the ones I'm working on. Did my music just stop, bro? Motherfucker. Play my goddamn music, motherfucker. All right, we're going to play the Super Mario music in a minute. What's that light novel? I don't know. Oh, they beautiful, huh? They not like One Punch Man, I know that. Nothing like One Punch Man. I'm biased. I am biased. You said look it up right now? Ah, damn, you right. Ah, damn, you right. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Hold up a second. Oh, goddamn. Holy hell. That look cold as fuck. I love this page, though. Damn. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Forgive me. Forgive me. God damn. Woo. God damn. Light novel editions? Hold up. There is no way in fuck. There's no way in hell that these are the books. There's no way. There is no way in hell these are the books. Are you high? There's no, bro, there's no way. Let me see, bro. Okay, I'm gonna say something really sus right now, so just bear with me. Let me see inside. Show me inside, bro. I'm not even gonna apologize for that. Y'all just gonna have to sit with that. I want to see inside the book. The cover art looks ridiculous. Bro, I might gotta elevate my shit, man. Hold up. Hold up. Wow. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay. I know that was a pause moment right there. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. The light novels are better for demonstration. God damn. Also, they go into more detail. I'm gonna have to get the novels then. I'm gonna have to get the light ones. Those are beautiful. I'm actually jealous. I'm fucking jealous, bro. That shit made me want to elevate my shit. Damn. Why'd you have to do that, man? Fuck you. That made me feel inadequate. I feel inadequate. Damn.
I make my ass very available.
I had a stroke. That's making me contemplate life. I'm just being real. Jesus. Michael, what's going on, bro? You mean this?
I make my ass very available.
Hey, sometimes shit, you just gotta sit in it, right? You just gotta sit in it and just deal with it. Woo! Your inadequacy will only make you stronger. Facts. And I love feeling inadequate, man. I love it. I love it. Because it makes me realize the ceiling is still above me. Hey, look, I like my style. I do. But there's just sometimes where you see some shit, it just makes you question. Sometimes you just see some shit, bro, that just blow your mind. You be like, bro, what am I doing with my life right now when this shit is existing? You know, it just makes you think. Makes you ponder, you know, a little bit. I pondered 100%. Why is my music stopping after each fucking song? I'm getting tired of this bullshit. It's fucking motherfucker. Stop doing that shit. Stupid whore. Fucking, what's wrong with you? Jesus Christ. No, I'm already demoralized by looking up that. I'll do that shit when I need a pick me up. I'll look him up later. I'm demoralized right now, man. Demoralized. All right. Okay. Oh, I already know about Rec, and Rec know about me. Bet you y'all didn't know about that, did you? I even, listen, I'm gonna say something that's diabolical too. I call him copying me too. Yep. I know exactly who he is. Listen, I actually like it. He's very talented. He's a pinup artist. But he also know who I am. Okay, he literally, and this was back during the height of my Instagram days, right? Back when I was on the rise, I was getting probably 6,000 likes per picture. That's how much I was killing it on Instagram, right? I was killing it on Instagram. During my peak on Instagram, my lowest amount of likes were probably 4,000. So I was actually destroying it on there. So during my peak, right, I will always do these projects to where I would do fan art, right? And then I would put it out there. And guess what? Because I had the buzz during the time, right? Everybody was following suit to try to capture the buzz that I was doing with the fan art that was coming out. And you know how I could test this? I tested it, and listen, I don't mind now. This shit was years ago, so I don't really care. But I'm saying this now because we're past that, right? And he's big as shit now. He's huge. But during the time when we used to do this fan art back and forth type of thing, I would do specific poses that nobody did. I would do specific outfits that nobody did. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing my timeline flood up with the same poses that I just did. It's impossible when you think about it during that time, and all these artists are doing multiple projects, and you so happen to land on my pose, that I made bro, listen, I do poses from up here. It's impossible. With the same outfit, the same turn, same look, same hair design, all that type of shit. Are you kidding me? And you're telling me you don't know? Bro, I've dealt with this shit for years. But I don't have a problem with it. I don't. It's actually flattering. And they will never mention me. At all. Never. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I got fucked over a lot. But you know what? I just do my own thing because I just like the love of the game. I just do it because I love doing what I'm doing. But yeah, 100% he knows who I am. Period. 100%. Oh, he's very good. He's extremely good, actually. He's very good. That's why I don't know why he was copying me. I don't know why. Because, for my honest opinion, I wasn't that good as he was back then at all. I wasn't. So this is from my perspective, right? But from my perspective, I didn't consider myself as good as he was. I think that he was better than me back then. I think that he was probably way better than me. I will actually put him on the same pedestal as Art Germ. And Art Germ knows who I am too, because he commented under my one of my pictures one day. So he know who I am too. So yeah, I've been in this game for a long time. This was like 10 years ago. Like a while ago. Bro, copying is a major thing in the art industry. You guys have no idea. I see it done with multiple people. And people get called out with it all the time, but depending on how big you are, certain people just get swept underneath the rug, or if you're little. But bro, I've seen artists, right, that are so not popular, but they're extremely better than the people that got millions of views and shit. And the people with millions of views will copy their picture because they think because they're not known that they can just get away with it. And 9 times out of 10, they do. And I've seen this happen before my eyes. I've seen people who are literally the GOATs, but they are not popular, get their shit stolen from them, from people who are, you know, who have like millions of followers and are just like celebrities and shit, right? Nobody says anything. Nothing. And they just like, bro, he just stole my shit. Nobody says anything. Yeah, this is a phenomenon that happens. It's not hidden. Like, everybody knows it happens. They just don't talk about it. So that's why I just let it blow underneath the rug. I actually consider this flattery though. I'm like, okay, you copy me. That's fine. That's cool. You were that person Muse. Yeah, I think so. It's like a bad romantic comedy. You were definitely that person's. Nah, facts, 100%. It's even the same on YouTube too, as well. And I told y'all this before, right? And I'm gonna say it again. Do y'all honestly believe that people who are in my space don't know who I am? And I'm talking about the ones who have 1 million followers. The big ones. Do you honestly believe that they don't know who I am? Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? And you know how I know this? I know people. There have been videos that came across my feed of people that get way less views than me. So how would you not know? I had like 9 videos that went viral. So I know for a fact that you know who I am. Stop it. And all of a sudden, right? I tested this too. See, I'm very strategic. I like to see whether my crazy thought process is actually real or not, right? I like to actually test it. So I tested it a couple times. I will actually talk about topics, right, that nobody's talking about. And I've done this before back in the day, to where I will talk about a completely nuanced topic that nobody knows about. All of a sudden, after my video is posted and it goes semi-viral, whatever the fuck like that, all of a sudden everybody's talking about it now. And I did this on purpose just to see. So I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not confused. I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've done this multiple times just to see. And it's funny every time I get proven right. I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. Here we go again. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, bro, it's not a big deal, man. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. I don't understand this shit. It's like the more popular a person is and how safe they want their image to be, they will pretend like they don't know certain people exist, but they will copy their formula. I don't get that. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, stop, bro. Come on, man. It's corny. It is very fucking corny. Think about YouTube. A lot of folks use YouTube to comment, and people love the commenter more than the originator. That is 100% true. I'm seeing a lot of people sharing people's, I would say, ideas, but don't tag them. They don't tag them. They don't tag them or anything. They just be like, yep, I like this topic, so I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm not gonna give this person credit. I'll be the first person to give somebody credit, man. I've done it multiple times during my video. I'm like, I didn't come up with this. I heard him say it. Shit, I ain't got no shame in it, man. None. I want everybody to eat. And apparently they don't want that shit on this platform now. Atomic Studio, that guy knows ball. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, it is best to go back to the source because they're not going to show you who the source is. They want you to think they're the source. I've been doing YouTube longer than Jay, I think, but I gave up. Why'd you give up? Why'd you give up? You know I'm gonna be on your ass, right? I gotta finish this eye. There we go. You got this. I can't wait till you get your comic out. Yeah, I can't wait either. I can't wait either. So I can fucking rest. He said, no money, brother. You don't need money to do YouTube. You don't. You don't. YouTube is a time thing. You need time. You need time and you need consistency. YouTube was supposed to be a zero-sum game, and then you gain some. Let me put it like this, right? If YouTube cost me money, I wouldn't be doing it. I want YouTube to do only one thing for me. Make me money. That's it. If I choose to, right? If I choose to. But for me, I only make videos when I want to, right? I got monetized strictly because out of pure luck. Like literally, I was just doing this shit for no reason. And then all of a sudden, one of my videos go viral, and all of a sudden I'm monetized. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? All right, I'm still going to continue to do what I'm doing. So then I started making videos and shit, right? And those started making money. But that's, if it cost me a dime to do YouTube, I would not be doing it whatsoever. I know motherfuckers making money off of their fucking phone, editing on iMovie, doing YouTube. It's all about what you want to do, literally. There's ways to do it. It's just you want to do it your way. And I get that too, because you probably don't want to do it to where it looks like it's low quality, you know, from your perspective, or you want the hardware to edit it or some shit like that, right? I'm taking that's the reason what you mean by that. You say also I was in college poor. It's about what you want to do. Trust me. Don't be demoralized, be inspired. Oh, trust me, I'm not. I'm just joking. I was just joking. I think almost everybody has that I want to be a YouTuber phase. True, everybody does. But this is the thing though, right? If you want to be a YouTuber, don't quit. This is the only way that YouTube beats you. The only way that YouTube beats you is if you quit. But if you don't care about being a YouTuber, then don't be a YouTuber. Or just do it for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it so happens, it so happens. I'm one of those people. I'm in that bracket. I never wanted to be a YouTuber. And quite frankly, I still don't think about wanting to be a YouTuber. I think about wanting to do what I want to do. Literally. And I think that if anybody thinks about it like that, then you basically are just Mr. Beast. Literally. Mr. Beast's whole thing, the reason why he's successful on YouTube is because he obsessed over it. That's why he has as many subscribers as he got right now. It's because he's obsessive. I'm not obsessive. Hell, my channel got demonetized or taken off today, right? I'll just be like, okay, I'll just move on. I'll just do what I do. I could give a shit. I could care less, man, for real. And I think that's the reason why I'm successful, quote unquote, on YouTube, is because I don't care about it. And I think that's what anything. Don't care about it, but do it because you want to do it. And then you will see that shit just fall in your lap. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was there. Trust me. Yeah, they fudged me. But Jay is right. I'm just a fun YouTube now. Absolutely. Just have fun with it, man. Have fun with it. And you never know. It might just happen out of nowhere to where you just be like, what the fuck happened? Damn, I didn't realize this video was going to go viral. You're going to say, bro, trust me, you're going to say that one time. And it's going to blow your mind. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna keep it too fucking detailed, because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be just a sticker, you know. I need her eyes to glow a little bit though, so I'm gonna do this. I gotta get the fuck off, bro. It's 12 o'clock. Jesus Christ. This ain't gonna be no Resident Evil day, man. I gotta get the fuck off. I gotta get off. I'm hungry as a motherfucker too. There we go. Eyes glowing a little bit. Look at my name. I will. Content as a hobby is more rewarding for sure. Facts. All OG YouTubers did YouTuber for fun and became successful. Thank you. That's exactly how you should be. I do love it when folks watch the videos, but you have to step away, like Jay said. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Can we talk about the upcoming failure of Supergirl? It is going to fail. I think the only thing that's going to make it somewhat successful is Lobo, because Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo. A lot of people are going to want to see Lobo, period. I don't care if they don't want to see Supergirl. They want to see Lobo. This movie's going up against Spider-Man this summer. Like, seriously, after Superman, who the fuck gives a fuck about Supergirl over Spider-Man? No, you're right about that. 100%. You're right. You're right. Some people personalities though tend to bring more people to watch. Some are just naturally more funny, charismatic, etc. This is true also, but I'm also going to tell you this though. You got Shroud. Right? That's all I got to say. You got people who are boring as fuck, but are good at video games. So people come to watch them for that. People will watch you for a multitude of reasons. It's not just because you're charismatic, right? See, like, if you are charismatic, that's like half the battle, literally. But if you are good at something, sometimes you don't even have to talk. Sometimes you're looking in the wrong place when it comes to making content. Sometimes you just need to put your hands in front of the camera and do something that you're interested in without talking. And then that's how you become successful. There's millions of ways to become successful. Millions. Right? Millions of ways. Supergirl's gonna be like Captain Marvel to watch. I don't think she's gonna be Captain Marvel bad. I think she's gonna be bad, but I don't think she's gonna be Captain Marvel bad. I actually think the movie's gonna be all right. I just don't think it's gonna be successful. That's the thing. Jason Momoa is Lobo. He's not Aquaman anymore. We need more 4 a.m. streams. We only doing that with big releases. Big releases and conspiracy theory talks, which we're probably going to do this Saturday because I don't have a fucking clue what we're going to stream. The next big thing that's coming out is Crimson Desert, and that's next week. So I have no idea what we're going to talk about or do on Saturday, but we'll figure it out. We'll probably just turn on the camera, just go live and shit, just wing it, right? We could probably go down a rabbit hole watching videos, doing whatever the fuck like that. We could probably do some weird shit, but yeah, Saturday is probably gonna be diabolical because I have no idea what we're gonna do. But I know I am gonna stream, like, period. But yeah, I guess I got somewhat far. I just gotta do the her, the her. I gotta do the her and shit like that, and then I gotta do the aesthetic of the energy and shit like that for the, this bullshit. Yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta do an aesthetic, whatever the fuck, have like energy shit coming out of her eyes, whatever the fuck. Have it look, cool. But yeah, I guess that's about it for right now. I'm done. Yeah, I got to do a bunch of shit to make it look good, but I'm just trying to see how it looks. I'm gonna get rid of that. But we shall see. Play a horror game? We'll see. We'll see. Wait, what can you recommend on us helping you help yourself get more people for the Kickstarter if that's still on? What I can do right now, I'm already in talks with a person right now who's actually going to help me with the Kickstarter too as well. But I can actually just put it link in the description for right now, but I am making a video soon too as well that's going to be about art, and that could do, that could probably help out too. But I'm actually in the works. I actually got people who's actually going to boost me up too, because I have no idea about the Kickstarter audience whatsoever. So I'm actually getting coached right now on it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. But even though, right, I'm doing this, I'm still going through publishers like Dark Horse, Bam, some other shit, Rippaverse, right? I'm already going through publishers, but this is a start. I still got 40 fucking days left. I'm not really worried. But even if it doesn't, I'm not worried about it also, right? I'm just doing this just because. It is what it is. What works out, what works out. Right? But I appreciate you though. He said, Cooper said, I could never be a YouTuber. It would take 2 minutes before I say something stupid. Hey, listen, I'm in that same boat. I said 3 things stupid during the stream. I said 3 things I'm not supposed to say. I said nigga, I said rape, and I said suicide. 3 things that could get me demonetized easily. You just gotta not give a fuck. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Trust me. I think people think too much about this shit to where like they think that you know, if I do what I want to do, that it's not gonna work out. No, people are gonna fuck with you strictly because you're being yourself. People love authenticity on the internet. Just be yourself. Period. Then you'll be fine. 40 days is 1 day. I'm just saying. And I hate sales. I like how you think. I have no filter. Twitter will have a field day with me. Bro, you have to be yourself. You have to be. Don't police yourself. Be yourself. And you will naturally find a happy medium between what's, you know, I would say not acceptable, but a good balance between you being 100% yourself and you being, I would say, universally good for people to hear. Right? I'm finding that balance. I'm finding that balance a little bit. But I'm still going to be my stupid ass self, right? Dyslexic dumbass Jay. I'm going to be me. Period. All right? So without further ado, people, be yourself. Be a goon. All right? But don't be a fucking dumbass beta.
My name is Jeff.
All right? Smack your daddy.
Smack your goddamn daddy!
I'm the fuck out of here. All right? Peace out. And I want a 2B statue or figurine. I can't wait for that shit. So yeah, going away, people. Peace out. Nope. We trying that again. Hold up. We trying it again. You telling me you guys didn't hear this?